Our prototype chair's slip seat follows the Greene and Greene pattern, where the slip seat is cut out to follow the shape of the legs.
Partway through the project, we saw some more modern examples of the chair online and noticed that the front leg had a notch into it so that the shape of the slip seat was easier to upholster. Our first prototype has this more difficult corner.
The advantage of having two prototype chairs is that we can have the original and we can see what it's going to look like on a second chair and then just choose the one that we like the best. This is our second prototype chair where we've cut away the angle with a router bit on our panel router, and we decided we didn't really like that shape as well.
We decided that because it really detracts from the parallelogram shape of the legs that we wanted to emphasize. And as we studied further pictures of the classic work from the Greenes, we didn't see any of their examples with the leg cut out. We were fooled by modern reproductions.
It does definitely make the slip seat easier to cover, but I think with the leather, it's going to be a lot easier to work with than this stiff vinyl was, and shouldn't be too bad. But
the stiff vinyl on the prototype chair.
On the prototype. To show how easy it is to do the cutaway on the leg, we're going to give you a little bit of a demonstration of how we accomplished it for our second prototype chair, even though that's not what we ended up using in the end. We made a template for our panel router by taking the angle from the inside of the chair leg and then transferring that to a 1/4 inch template over here, and drawing that out and cutting it over on the bandsaw. Then we lined the template up on the panel router, making sure that the measurement was the same on both sides so that the bottom edge would be parallel with the table on the panel router. With the leg assembled together and a 1/4 inch riser, because that's the offset, set underneath to support the side piece. Actually, this is the front of the chair. I'll first set the height by bringing the router bit unplugged, set in a vertical position up to my work so that I can then set the height so that it just clears my rabbet on the front facing piece. Then I'll move the follower to the top where it can just rest, turn the bit sideways, and ensure that where it comes in here on the vertical piece, it's going to just touch. I can adjust my fence by bringing it in a little bit closer. Where this is currently set, it does need to be brought in a little bit closer, or I would have not enough material taken away on the leg. To set the depth, bring the router bit up to the rabbet and slide the gauge and lock it into place. That prevents my bit from going too far forward. It won't go any further. Once I have everything set in place, I can take my follower, put it on the guide, and route out this part of the leg. When I do that, I'm going to want to pull the sides out so that I don't accidentally cut into them.